You won't believe this about civet coffee. This unique brew known as Kopi Luwak comes with an unusual twist that raises eyebrows. The process begins with civets, small mammals that climb trees and feast on ripe coffee cherries, which are not just a treat for them, but also a key ingredient for this delicacy. After the civets consume the cherries, they digest them, and as the beans traverse their digestive systems, a fascinating transformation occurs. The natural fermentation enhances the beans' flavor, making them more distinct. Once collected and cleaned, these beans undergo roasting, releasing a rich, smooth flavor, often described as having chocolate or caramel notes. This labor-intensive process leads to a rare commodity that can be quite pricey. As you sip your cup of civet coffee, you may marvel at how nature contributes to our culinary experiences. However, the production of Kopi Luwak has sparked ethical debates about the treatment of civets in captivity. Therefore, it's wise to select sustainably sourced options if you want to enjoy this luxurious drink. Hard to believe, but naming a child Elvis is illegal. In Hungary, the law has specific rules about what you can name your child, and Elvis is unfortunately not an option. This quirky law stems from a desire to protect children from names that could lead to ridicule or negative associations. The Hungarian government maintains a comprehensive list of approved names, ensuring that parents choose from names that are traditional and culturally appropriate. While many may associate the name Elvis with the legendary rock and roll icon, Hungarian authorities view it as an unusual choice that could make life difficult for the bearer. Imagine explaining to your friends why your name is Elvis, especially when it's not allowed in official documents. While this seems harsh, it highlights a culture that values tradition and aims to uphold certain societal norms regarding names. What do you think about naming laws like these? Guess what really drives creativity in toys? The artist's father ingeniously crafted exact replicas of Vietnamese cars for his children using wood and traditional tools. But he didn't stop there. This is where artificial intelligence stepped in, as he incorporated plaster created by AI to enhance the toy-making process. This combination of old-school craftsmanship with cutting-edge technology resulted in toys that move like never before. Instead of simple static models, these cars can exhibit realistic movements, captivating kids and sparking their imaginations. The blending of art with modern innovation showcases how technology can breathe new life into traditional crafts. It's incredible to see how a father's love for his children and a clever use of AI can transform simple playthings into extraordinary creations. Who knew that toy cars could be a fusion of creativity, engineering, and technological advancement? Can the world really fit in Texas? It might sound surprising, but the entire population of our planet could theoretically fit into the Lone Star State, with around 330 square feet for each person. This mind-boggling idea gives us a fresh perspective on how vast Texas is compared to the crowded cities we often think of. To illustrate this, Texas spans approximately 268,000 square miles, making it one of the largest states in the U.S. If you line up all the people around the globe, each having their own piece of land, there would be enough space for everyone, spreading them out comfortably. This statistic not only showcases the impressive size of Texas, but also invites us to consider global population density in a new light. In major cities, we often feel packed together, but out in Texas, there's room to breathe. So next time someone mentions how crowded the world is, remember the vast plains of Texas and imagine the possibilities of space we could share. Guess what really drives our cosmic curiosity? In 2019, scientists achieved a monumental milestone by capturing the first clear image of Arakoth, a fascinating object situated an astonishing 4.1 billion miles from Earth. This icy body, part of the Kuiper Belt, offers a glimpse into the early solar system and the building blocks of planets. The image was taken by NASA's New Horizons spacecraft, which had already made history with its close flyby of Pluto in 2015. The clarity of the Arakoth image allowed researchers to study its unusual shape and surface features, sparking excitement and new questions about its formation. Observing objects like Arakoth helps scientists piece together the history and evolution of our cosmic neighborhood. What secrets might this distant world hold about our universe's past? The journey into space continues to unfold, keeping our curiosity alive. Turns out the truth is that whiskey fueled Walgreens' growth. During Prohibition, which lasted from 1920 to 1933, the United States faced a nationwide ban on alcohol sales. Yet there was a fascinating loophole. Pharmacists could still prescribe medicinal whiskey. This unique situation provided Walgreens, a small chain with only 20 stores at the time, an extraordinary opportunity. By positioning itself as a medicinal supplier, Walgreens expanded rapidly, skyrocketing to over 400 locations. People flocked to pharmacies not just for the thrill of a forbidden drink, but also due to the popular belief that whiskey offered health benefits. As a result, Walgreens became synonymous with this trend, serving a critical need during difficult times when many businesses struggled to stay afloat. The long lines of customers seeking whiskey prescriptions transformed Walgreens into a household name. This remarkable growth story highlights how Prohibition unexpectedly shaped the trajectory of a well-known brand, showing that even in challenging circumstances, unique opportunities can lead to significant success. Next time you consider Walgreens, think about their intriguing link to Prohibition and the world of medicinal whiskey. Africa, the unique continent of 4 hemispheres. Africa is the only continent that spans all 4 hemispheres: northern, southern, eastern, and western. This unique positioning offers an incredible tapestry of geography and climates. Picture this: the equator slices right through the center of Africa, creating a lush tropical zone, while the deserts of the Sahara stretch across the north, and temperate regions can be found in the southern parts. Because of its diversity, Africa is home to stunning landscapes, from vast savannas teeming with wildlife to towering mountains and dense rainforests. These varied environments mean that Africa supports a rich array of ecosystems and cultures. For example, the iconic Nile River runs northward through the continent, fueling civilizations that have thrived for millennia. Moreover, the unique geography contributes to Africa's status as a biodiversity hotspot, housing countless species found nowhere else on Earth. With each region offering something special, Africa is truly exceptional in its geographical diversity. What amazing discoveries await in such a unique place. Believe it or not, wind is silent by itself. However, it creates a symphony when it interacts with objects around it. When wind blows, it moves past trees, buildings, and other surfaces, causing them to vibrate. These vibrations generate sound waves that we recognize as familiar noises, such as the rustling of leaves, the whisper of grass, or the howling of gales during a storm. Imagine standing beneath a tall tree. If a strong breeze passes by, the leaves begin to dance, and their movement produces soft, soothing sounds. In contrast, when the wind rushes past a narrow alleyway, it might create a more eerie, howling sound. So while wind itself is quiet, its ability to stir up the world around it makes for an incredible orchestra of nature's sounds. Next time you hear the wind, think about all the objects making that sound happen. Isn't nature fascinating? Why exactly does the term flaplings excite paleontologists? In 2005, scientists diving into the ancient world of pterosaurs coined the term flaplings to refer to young pterosaurs in their crucial early developmental stage. These feathered giants, often mistaken for dinosaurs, actually belong to a unique group of reptiles that ruled the skies millions of years ago. The flapling phase is particularly fascinating because these tiny creatures were learning to fly, a skill that can mean the difference between life and death in the wild. Flaplings began to use their wings for the very first time, wobbling and flapping in attempts to take to the air. This term captures not just their age, but their incredible journey of learning. By understanding flaplings, paleontologists gain deeper insights into how these ancient animals grew up and adapted, revealing the wonders of evolution and our planet's history. Prepare to be amazed by camel milk production. Female camels have a remarkable ability to produce about 6 liters of milk each day for more than a year. This incredible output plays a crucial role in the lives of nomadic cultures, particularly those living in harsh desert environments. In these arid regions, water and food can be scarce, making camel milk a vital source of nutrition. Rich in vitamins, minerals, and beneficial fatty acids, camel milk is not only a refreshing drink but also supports health and sustenance for families who rely on it. As nomads travel vast distances, the milk serves as an essential food resource, sometimes even substituting water in their diets. Additionally, this milk is praised for its health benefits, including lower lactose levels than cow's milk, which can make it easier to digest for some individuals. Isn't it fascinating how nature provides such valuable resources? This might surprise you. Fear of doors exists. Known as enemophobia, this peculiar anxiety can leave individuals feeling overwhelmed when faced with a simple door. For many, the act of closing a door may trigger feelings of being trapped, connecting it to claustrophobia, which is the fear of confined spaces. Imagine standing at the entrance of a room, heart racing as you contemplate shutting the door behind you. For those with enemophobia, this experience can lead to heightened anxiety and stress, affecting their daily lives. Simple activities like entering a room, using the bathroom, or even getting into a car can become daunting challenges. People with this fear might go out of their way to avoid situations where they have to deal with doors, impacting their social interactions and routines. Understanding enemophobia sheds light on the complexity of phobias and how they can influence our relationships with everyday objects. How can we help those affected? Hard to believe, but St. Augustine is ancient. Founded in 1565, St. Augustine, Florida holds the title of the oldest continually inhabited city in the United States. As you stroll through its charming cobblestone streets, you might feel as if you've stepped back in time. The city is filled with centuries-old buildings, some dating back to the Spanish colonial era, showcasing beautiful architecture that tells stories of the past. One of the most captivating tales is that of the legendary Fountain of Youth, which is said to grant eternal youth to those who drink from it. Visitors flock to this historic spot to learn about Spanish explorers and the city's rich history, from its founding to present-day attractions. Don't forget to visit landmarks like the Castillo de San Marcos, the oldest masonry fort in the U.S. Its walls have witnessed countless battles and moments in history. So whether you're an adventurer at heart or a history buff, St. Augustine offers intriguing experiences that highlight the blend of cultures and traditions that shaped America. What will you explore first? Hard to believe, but a giant banana stands tall. In Coffs Harbour, Australia, visitors are greeted by an impressive banana-shaped monument that pays tribute to the local banana-growing industry. This quirky landmark not only serves as a fun photo opportunity, but also honors the rich agricultural heritage of the region. Coffs Harbour is known for its lush banana plantations, which thrive in the area's favorable climate. The monument showcases the pride of local farmers who have cultivated bananas for generations, contributing significantly to the community's economy. Standing tall against the backdrop of the ocean, the giant banana represents more than just a fruit. It symbolizes the hard work and dedication of those in the agricultural sector. So next time you're in Australia, don't miss this unique attraction that celebrates the sweet side of farming. What's more interesting than a giant fruit that tells a story? Did you know Coca-Cola's secret recipe is never patented? For over a century, the iconic beverage has maintained its magical allure by keeping its formula under wraps. Instead of filing for a patent, Coca-Cola relies on secrecy to protect its classic taste. This choice means they don't disclose the exact blend of ingredients, allowing them to preserve their unique flavor that is instantly recognizable worldwide. People often speculate about what makes Coca-Cola so special, with tempting rumors about herbs and spices swirling around the internet. This strategy not only enhances consumer curiosity, but also solidifies the brand's image, making it a fascinating case study in marketing and product development. By opting for confidentiality instead of a patent, Coca-Cola has turned its recipe into part of its legendary status. How do you think this secrecy has impacted the brand's success? Why exactly do elephants fear buzzing bees? They are so terrified of these tiny creatures that the sound of buzzing can send an entire herd running for safety. Elephants have a well-developed social system, and they communicate using a range of vocalizations. One of the fascinating ways they protect each other is by rumbling a specific low-frequency sound to alert fellow elephants when bees are nearby. Unlike most animals, elephants can hear these low rumbles over several miles. This ability to detect each other's warnings is crucial for their survival, as bee stings can be painful and dangerous. Elephants even remember the locations of beehives and avoid them, showcasing their remarkable intelligence and instinct. Isn't it incredible how these gentle giants adapt to their environment to keep safe? Elephants remind us that even the largest animals can be wary of the smallest threats in nature. Believe it or not, the White House needs 570 gallons of paint. This iconic building, home to every U.S. president since John Adams, isn't just famous for its history. It also requires a tremendous amount of upkeep. Every few years, the White House undergoes an exterior painting job, and you can imagine how much paint it takes to cover such a large structure. The team of skilled painters uses a special type of paint that withstands both the elements and the passage of time. This rigorous maintenance ensures the White House remains a symbol of American democracy and resilience. The size, with its distinctive neoclassical architecture, makes it a prime candidate for regular touch-ups. But did you know that only specific colors are allowed? The paint needs to preserve the historic look while ensuring durability. So the next time you marvel at the White House's grandeur, remember the hard work and the 570 gallons of paint that keep it looking pristine. Isn't it amazing how much effort goes into the home of the president? A 19th century message found in whiskey bottle? In 2018, an incredible discovery blew the minds of whiskey lovers and historians alike when a hidden letter was found inside a bottle of whiskey at a Scottish distillery. This wasn't just any bottle. It had been sitting undisturbed for over a century, silently guarding its secret. The letter, written in 1895, filled with local history and personal anecdotes, gave a fascinating glimpse into the lives of those who lived during that time. Imagine finding a message from people who lived over 100 years ago. It added an unexpected twist to the distillery's story, showing how history can be tucked away in surprising places. The whiskey, aged to perfection, carried not just flavor, but also a piece of the past, making this find even more special. So, what other hidden treasures might be waiting to be discovered in places we least expect? Surprisingly, it's a fact that fish control mosquitoes. In parts of Southeast Asia, some people have discovered a creative way to keep pesky mosquito populations in check by using fish like guppies and bettas in toilet flush tanks. These little fish are natural predators of mosquito larvae, munching on them and helping reduce the number of adult mosquitoes that can spread diseases. While this method is effective and lowers the need for chemical pesticides, it also brings up important questions about animal welfare. Are these fish living happy lives, or are they just existing in cramped conditions? Moreover, this unconventional pest control raises concerns about how we balance environmental practices with caring for the creatures we use. As more communities look for sustainable solutions to pest problems, finding humane ways to manage animal involvement becomes essential. Is there a better balance we can strike between nature and our needs? Here's something incredible about the dwarf willow. This tiny tree, often just a few inches tall, showcases astonishing resilience in the harshest environments, particularly the Arctic tundra. With its stunted growth and unique ability to survive extreme cold, the dwarf willow proves that size doesn't determine strength. Despite the unforgiving winds and icy temperatures, this little tree has adapted beautifully, growing close to the ground to avoid wind damage and using a special waxy coating on its leaves to retain moisture. The dwarf willow also helps stabilize the soil, preventing erosion and providing habitat for tiny creatures. Its ability to flourish in such a tough climate makes it a remarkable example of nature's creativity and tenacity. Isn't it amazing how life can thrive against all odds? Next time you think about trees, remember the dwarf willow, the unsung hero of the Arctic. Let's uncover the truth about Tesla's wild stock moves. Tesla's stock is famous for its roller coaster-like fluctuations, making it one of the most unpredictable investments on the market. Every day, billions of dollars can vanish or materialize in the blink of an eye, driven by news, investor sentiment, and the company's ever-changing innovations. Analysts often compare investing in Tesla to an extreme sport where the thrill of potential gains comes with just as much risk. One moment, you might celebrate a surge thanks to a new product release or positive earnings report, but the next, a negative headline could send shares plummeting. This volatility keeps traders on their toes, resulting in a market that can change dramatically in a heartbeat. So, are you ready for the wild ride that is Tesla's stock? Hard to believe, but grenades were designed like baseballs. During wartime, the U.S. military understood that young soldiers would be more comfortable throwing something familiar. That's why they crafted grenades to match the size and weight of a standard baseball. This decision highlights the cultural impact of baseball in American society, where the sport is more than just a game. It's part of the nation's identity. Imagine a soldier trained to toss a grenade just like they would a baseball, feeling a sense of confidence infused by this connection. This clever design aimed to foster familiarity and ease in a chaotic environment, reflecting the military's strategic thinking. By aligning a lethal tool with a beloved pastime, the military not only ensured better performance, but also tapped into a deep-rooted symbol of American life. What else might we learn from the intersection of sports and military history? Is it really true that tears float in space? Yes, they do. While many believe crying isn't possible in the vacuum of space, that's not entirely accurate. Astronauts can indeed produce tears. However, the lack of gravity means those tears don't fall like they do on Earth. Instead, they form spherical clumps that float around, which can be surprising and even a bit frustrating during emotional moments. Imagine trying to wipe away tears that just hover in front of your face. This unique situation can create a sad but interesting challenge for astronauts on long missions, where emotions can run high. Experiencing this phenomenon highlights just how different life is beyond our planet, where even basic human functions change due to the environment. Next time you see an astronaut, remember they might just be teary-eyed while floating in zero gravity. Ever think about the importance of hydration? Staying hydrated is essential for our health, yet many people overlook it, especially in specific situations. Just like a tiny bottle of water can hold the key to quenching your thirst, it serves as a reminder of how vital it is to drink enough fluids throughout the day. Our bodies are made up of about 60% water, playing a crucial role in regulating temperature, lubricating joints, and ensuring proper digestion. Moreover, dehydration can lead to fatigue, headaches, and even serious health issues. It's not just about drinking water when you feel thirsty, it's about making hydration a regular part of your daily routine. Carrying a small bottle encourages you to sip throughout the day, particularly during exercise or hot weather when your body loses fluids quickly. Whether you're at school, work, or enjoying outdoor activities, having water on hand can make all the difference. So the next time you see that small bottle, remember, it's more than just a container. It's a reminder to hydrate and take care of yourself. Let's uncover the truth about the YMCA dance. This iconic move has an unexpected origin story that traces back to an amusing misunderstanding. It all began during an episode of American Bandstand, where the village people performed their catchy song, YMCA. The audience, enthusiastic and eager to join in, misinterpreted the group's original choreography. Instead of simply following along, they added letters with their arms, transforming the performance into a lively and interactive experience. What started as a simple dance became a phenomenon, with people of all ages enthusiastically spelling out the YMCA letters at parties, weddings, and sporting events. The fun energy of this dance caught on quickly, and today, it remains a staple at celebrations worldwide. Who knew a little mix-up could lead to such a memorable dance craze? What if I told you about a secret on the $5 bill? If you take a close look at the back of the United States $5 bill, you might be surprised to find the number 172 cleverly hidden in the bushes at the base of the Lincoln Memorial. This fascinating detail is just one part of the complex designs and security features woven into U.S. currency to prevent counterfeiting. These features include watermarks, microprinting, and color-shifting ink, all designed to make it harder for counterfeiters to create fake bills. The number 172 isn't just a random detail. it showcases the artistry and thought behind our money. Next time you hold a $5 bill, remember there's more than meets the eye. Keep exploring these hidden gems in our currency, and you might uncover even more cool secrets. Unlocking the secret of padlocks. Did you know that small hole at the bottom of a padlock isn't just there for decoration? It actually serves a practical purpose by letting water drain out when your padlock gets caught in the rain. Imagine your favorite padlock rusting away because rainwater gets trapped inside. This simple design feature helps prevent moisture from accumulating, which can lead to rust and other damage over time. So next time you see that tiny hole, think of it as a tiny lifesaver. Engineers understand that even small details can make a big difference in the longevity of everyday items. While padlocks may seem straightforward, they are designed with functionality in mind. This hole might seem insignificant, but it reflects clever problem solving in engineering. Whether you're securing a bike, a locker, or a gate, this design helps keep your lock working smoothly, no matter the weather. Isn't it fascinating how something so small can have such a big impact? Why exactly does folding cranes grant wishes? According to Japanese legend, if you fold 1,000 origami cranes, you will be granted a wish from the gods. This beautiful tradition stems from the belief that cranes are sacred creatures that symbolize peace, happiness, and longevity. One of the most famous stories surrounding this practice is that of Sadako Sasaki, a young girl who developed leukemia after the Hiroshima bombing. Determined to recover, she began folding cranes in hopes of a miraculous cure. Although she didn't live to complete her task, her story inspired many to take up the challenge of folding 1,000 cranes for hope, peace, and healing. This act of creating cranes is not just a test of patience, but also a heartfelt symbol of resilience and perseverance. So the next time you see an origami crane, remember it represents a wish or a dream waiting to be fulfilled. Did you know Leonardo da Vinci was ambidextrous? For years, many believed this genius of the Renaissance was left-handed. However, recent studies reveal that he could skillfully wield both hands. This fascinating discovery emerged from examining his early works, where inscriptions appear in opposite directions, highlighting his extraordinary abilities. Imagine creating art and writing with both hands simultaneously. Da Vinci's ambidexterity set him apart, allowing him to explore and innovate in ways that helped shape art and science. His remarkable talent didn't just stop at painting, he was also a skilled scientist, engineer, and inventor. By mastering the use of both hands, Da Vinci could experiment and create more efficiently. So the next time you admire masterpieces like the Mona Lisa or the Last Supper, remember the unique skill of ambidexterity that contributed to his artistic brilliance. Discover the hidden past of Afghanistan and Pakistan. These two neighboring countries have a fascinating history that significantly influences their present. Afghanistan, often called the crossroads of Asia, has seen numerous empires rise and fall, from the Achaemenids to the Great Game between Britain and Russia. This rich tapestry of cultures and histories alongside Pakistan's own journey, emerging as an independent nation in 1947 amidst conflicts, shapes their identities today. Ongoing disputes and challenges, such as those surrounding borders and governance, underline a complex relationship that has evolved over time. Understanding these historical contexts helps shed light on current events and ongoing struggles. Why do the echoes of past conflicts still resonate so deeply in their societies? Did you know the US bombed a Chinese embassy by mistake? In 1999, during NATO's military campaign in Yugoslavia, a tragic error occurred when the United States mistakenly targeted the Chinese embassy in Belgrade. This catastrophic incident resulted in the deaths of 3 Chinese journalists and sparked a fierce diplomatic crisis between the US and China. Initially, US officials claimed that outdated maps were to blame for this fatal mix-up. However, as investigations unfolded, it became clear that the CIA had access to accurate maps of the area. This revelation raised serious questions about intelligence operations and accountability. The bombing not only strained US-China relations, but also highlighted the dire consequences of miscommunication in military actions. Embassies are considered sacred grounds, and targeting one is a severe violation of international law. The fallout from this incident served as a wake-up call, prompting discussions about military protocols and the importance of precise intelligence in preventing such tragedies from happening again. Unlocking the secrets of fluid art with Chris Jaku. Chris Jaku's captivating fluid art technique takes acrylic paint to another dimension, transforming it into stunning liquid galaxies that seem to dance on the canvas. By skillfully manipulating the paint's viscosity, he creates intricate patterns and mesmerizing swirls that draw viewers into a hypnotic experience. This innovative technique not only showcases the beauty of chaos, but also emphasizes the delicate balance between control and spontaneity. As the vibrant colors blend and flow, they produce effects that appear to move in slow motion, captivating anyone who gazes upon them. Jaku's work invites us to marvel at the wonders of art and science working together, leaving us to ponder just how creativity can bend the rules of nature. Have you ever experienced this flowing magic in person? Guess what really drives Earth's oxygen supply? Rainforests are like the lungs of our planet, generating roughly 20% of the Earth's oxygen. This staggering amount comes from the vast number of trees and plants that photosynthesize, a process where they soak up sunlight and carbon dioxide while releasing oxygen. The Amazon rainforest, for example, is particularly vital, not just for the wildlife that depends on it, but also for the global climate. These lush ecosystems are home to countless species and help regulate weather patterns. However, despite their importance, rainforests face serious threats from deforestation and climate change. Each tree cut down means less oxygen and more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, which harms both our environment and our health. Protecting these vibrant forests is essential for maintaining the Earth's balance. So what can we do to help preserve them? Why can't we see the Great Wall from space? Contrary to what many people think, the Great Wall of China is not easily visible from outer space with the naked eye. While this famous structure stretches over 13,000 miles across rugged terrain, its color and texture blend in quite well with the surrounding environment. Astronauts have reported that only certain man-made structures, such as cities, may be seen clearly without using telescopes or advanced equipment. This misconception likely stems from the wall's impressive length, leading to the belief that such a massive construction would be noticeable from afar. In reality, viewing the Great Wall requires enhancing tools, as its materials and colors mimic the natural landscape. Additionally, from low Earth orbit, the wall can appear as a thin line rather than a towering structure. This highlights the fascinating relationship between human constructions and the natural world, revealing that even the grandest feats of engineering can sometimes vanish into their surroundings. What if I told you gold changed an empire? Mansa Musa, the legendary emperor of Mali, was not just known for his reign, but also for his staggering wealth. During his pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324, Musa traveled with a caravan that included thousands of attendants and camels, carrying an astonishing amount of gold. As he journeyed through cities like Cairo, he generously gave away gold to the less fortunate. This extravagant display of wealth had unexpected consequences. The influx of gold led to a significant devaluation of the currency in places he visited. For years afterward, the economy in these regions struggled due to inflation, proving that generosity could sometimes backfire. Mansa Musa's actions not only highlighted his status as a benevolent ruler, but also illustrated how immense wealth can disrupt economies in surprising ways. Can you imagine how an emperor's wealth could reshape entire communities? Did you know vortex fountains dazzle with water and light? These stunning installations create captivating whirlpools using just water and light, turning physics into an art form. A vortex fountain works by cleverly designing the water flow, allowing it to spiral down rapidly, forming a mesmerizing vortex. As the water spins and twirls, lights typically positioned beneath the fountain illuminate the swirling patterns, enhancing the visual effect. The result is a stunning display that fascinates people of all ages, blending technology and nature beautifully. Vortex fountains can be found in parks, museums, and public squares, attracting visitors eager to see the dance of water and light. Besides their aesthetic appeal, they also teach a bit of science, showing how fluid dynamics work in a fun and engaging way. Next time you spot one, take a moment to appreciate not just how it looks, but the physics behind it that creates such a delightful spectacle. Hard to believe, but coral reefs influence our weather. Coral reefs do more than just provide a home for colorful fish. They also play a crucial role in shaping the weather patterns around us. These vibrant ecosystems produce a gas called dimethyl sulfide, or DMS, which is created from a compound known as DMSP. This gas has a distinct smell, often compared to that of rotting seaweed, but its impact is anything but unpleasant. When released into the atmosphere, DMS helps form clouds, acting as a vital ingredient for weather systems. In essence, this natural gas acts like a sunscreen, reflecting sunlight and cooling our planet. With climate change posing a significant threat to our environment, protecting coral reefs is more important than ever. By conserving these underwater wonders, we not only save marine life, but also help regulate our climate. How incredible is that? Get ready to discover the tiny quark. Quarks are the smallest building blocks of matter, essential in forming protons and neutrons, which make up the nuclei of atoms. Imagine a tiny particle smaller than an atom, and you get the idea of a quark's size. It's really mind-boggling. There are 6 different types, or flavors, of quarks: up, down, charm, strange, top, and bottom. Each flavor has unique properties that contribute to the composition and characteristics of matter. For instance, protons consist of 2 up quarks and 1 down quark, while neutrons are made of 1 up quark and 2 down quarks. Quarks never exist alone due to a phenomenon called color confinement. They combine in groups known as baryons and mesons. This means that in every proton or neutron, you'll find quarks tightly held together by the strong force, mediated by particles called gluons. Understanding quarks isn't just academic, it's crucial for physics, helping us uncover the mysteries of how the universe is built. Are you curious about how these tiny particles shape everything around us? Did you know lizards can shoot blood at predators? Some lizards have an incredible defense mechanism called autohemorrhage. When they feel threatened, these lizards tighten the muscles around the main veins in their eyes, which cuts off blood flow to the heart. This causes blood to build up in their sinuses, leading to a dramatic moment. They can shoot a jet of blood that travels up to 4 feet. This surprising tactic is not just for show, it confuses and distracts predators, giving the lizard a crucial opportunity to escape. What's even more fascinating is that the blood ejected is not just ordinary. It contains formic acid, a substance that can harm potential attackers. This clever combination makes these lizards tough targets, as the predators find themselves not just baffled, but also experiencing discomfort. This unique adaptation highlights the amazing ways animals evolve to survive in the wild. Isn't nature just full of unexpected surprises? Explore Munich's amazing journey from monks to metropolis. Munich, Germany, wasn't always the thriving city it is today. It began as a small settlement created by monks in the early Middle Ages, specifically around the year 1158. These monks set up a simple community near the banks of the Isar River, which, thanks to its strategic location and fertile land, attracted more people over the years. As trade routes expanded and the region flourished, Munich transformed dramatically. By the late 19th century, it became one of Germany's major urban centers, with a population surpassing 1 million. This growth showcases how communities evolve over time in response to various factors, such as economic opportunities and cultural exchanges. Today, Munich is famed for its rich history, stunning architecture, and vibrant cultural scene, including Oktoberfest, which attracts millions every year. The story of Munich serves as a perfect example of how a tiny settlement can blossom into a bustling metropolis, reflecting the dynamic nature of human development. Isn't it fascinating to see how a simple monks community paved the way for such a lively city? Did you know that angel's trumpet can be deadly? This intriguing plant belongs to the Datura genus and is known for its beautiful, trumpet-shaped flowers. However, beneath its stunning appearance lies a dark secret. Angel's trumpet contains toxic alkaloids, which can lead to severe health risks when consumed. People who ingest any part of the plant may experience powerful auditory and visual hallucinations, which can be terrifying and disorienting. The symptoms don't stop there. Consumption can also result in confusion, increased heart rate, and even seizures. Many cultures have historically used datura for various rituals, but its unpredictable effects can make it extremely dangerous. If you're fascinated by plants, it's crucial to remember that beauty often comes with hidden dangers. So always be cautious and avoid any interaction with this toxic beauty. Is it really true that trees can grow together? In Piedmont, Italy, the Casorzo doubletree is a stunning botanical curiosity that defies expectations. Imagine a cherry tree flourishing high above a mulberry tree, creating a remarkable sight in the landscape. This extraordinary phenomenon, where two distinct tree species coexist, raises many questions. How did this unusual arrangement come to be? While scientists have yet to fully explain this wonder, it beautifully showcases nature's ability to create harmony between different species. The Casorzo doubletree continues to draw visitors and tree lovers alike, who marvel at this unique example of coexistence. This blend of trees not only highlights the diversity of life, but also serves as a reminder of nature's mysteries. Every time someone gazes up at the cherry blossoms nestled among the mulberry leaves, they witness a spectacular display of resilience and adaptability. How often do we get to see two trees thriving together like this? Nature truly has an incredible knack for blending the unexpected. Let's uncover the truth about owls' super senses. Owls are truly remarkable creatures, especially known for their exceptional hearing. Unlike many animals, certain species of owls have asymmetrical ear placements, which means their ears are not positioned at the same height on their heads. This unique arrangement allows them to detect even the faintest sounds made by their prey, like rustling leaves or scurrying rodents. Even in the darkest nights, when an owl hears a sound, it can pinpoint the exact location of the source by comparing the time it takes for the sound to reach each ear. Coupled with their incredible night vision, which excels in low light, owls become fierce nocturnal predators. This combination of acute hearing and sharp eyesight enables them to hunt effectively, ensuring they can find food even when it's completely dark outside. Isn't it fascinating how these adaptations make owls such efficient hunters? Most people don't know Lade Island has a mysterious house. This intriguing island, part of the Westman Islands located south of Iceland, features a solitary structure built by a hunters association in the 1950s. Designed as an observation point for hunting expeditions, the house stands as a lonely sentinel against the stunning yet rugged backdrop of the island. Imagine stepping foot on this uninhabited terrain, where nature reigns supreme, and the only sounds are the waves crashing against the rocky shores and the calls of seabirds overhead. The house adds an air of mystery to Lade Island, sparking curiosity among adventurers and history buffs alike. It's not just a hunting shack, it's a piece of the past that tells stories of the hunters who came here, braving the elements in search of game. With its remote location and dramatic landscapes, Lade Island is a captivating destination for those seeking adventure or a glimpse into Iceland's rich history. What stories could the walls of this solitary house tell? Would you survive being buried alive for 24 hours? In a jaw-dropping challenge, famous YouTuber Mr. Beast pushed the limits of extreme experiences by burying a fan alive for a full day. This audacious stunt, designed to test both mental and physical endurance, took place in a controlled environment to ensure safety. The fan who volunteered for this unbelievable test was equipped with necessary supplies, including food, water, and an oxygen tank. As cameras captured every moment, viewers watched the fan navigate the claustrophobic conditions and maintain composure amidst an incredibly intense challenge. With breaks for encouragement and interaction through specially designed equipment, Mr. Beast kept the excitement alive. This wild escapade not only showcased the lengths fans will go for a chance at fame, but also raised questions about the boundaries of entertainment. What drives people to participate in such wild endeavors? This might surprise you, what a blue moon really means. Many people think a blue moon is named for the color of the moon, but that's not quite right. Instead, the term blue moon actually refers to the rare occurrence of having an extra full moon within a calendar cycle. Usually we see 12 full moons each year, one for every month, but about every 2 to 3 years, we get that special bonus moon. So when you hear someone mentioning a blue moon, they are pointing to the rarity of that extra full moon, not to the moon's color. While there are atmospheric conditions, like volcanic eruptions or forest fires, that can make the moon appear bluish, those events are unrelated to this calendar phenomenon. The saying "once in a blue moon" reflects just how rare these occurrences are in our bustling year. So the next time you hear about a blue moon, you can impress your friends with this fun fact. It's all about the calendar, not the hue. Have you ever wondered why challenges shape communities? Panseres, a close-knit group of individuals, faced a heart-wrenching situation when one of their own, Kula, was shot, necessitating immediate hospitalization. This harrowing incident didn't just put Kula's life in jeopardy, it also illuminated the risks that groups like Panseres encounter in their daily lives. Being part of a community often means facing dangers together, and this reality can forge deep bonds among members. As they rallied around Kula during recovery, the group demonstrated incredible resilience and support. This event serves as a stark reminder of the complexities of safety and solidarity, pushing the Panseres to reflect on their mission and values. How will they navigate the challenges that lay ahead? The way they respond not only impacts Kula's healing process, but also strengthens their unity as they confront adversity together. What did the Axeman of New Orleans love? In 1918 and 1919, a notorious murderer known as the Axeman terrorized New Orleans, leaving the city in fear. However, there was one intriguing twist to his chilling story. He spared homes that were playing jazz music, his favorite genre. This darkly fascinating detail gives us a glimpse into the mind of a criminal who seemed to have a penchant for jazz tunes. Residents would blast their jazz records, hoping that the lively music would keep them safe from his axe. The Axeman's reign of terror led to countless arrests and widespread panic, but the jazz connection created a unique cultural moment. As musicians played their upbeat melodies through the night, they not only entertained but also provided a sense of protection against danger. To this day, the Axeman remains a mysterious figure in the annals of crime history, and his unusual criteria for sparing lives adds a bizarre layer to an already riveting tale of fear and music. How did jazz help shield people from horror? You won't believe this about Lyndon Johnson. In a surprising twist of history, Lyndon Johnson became the only U.S. president to have a woman aboard Air Force One right after the assassination of John F. Kennedy. This moment happened on November 22, 1963, when Johnson was whisked away from Dallas to Washington, D.C. While the nation was in mourning and chaos engulfed the country, he was accompanied by Jackie Kennedy, the widow of JFK. It was an unprecedented situation that highlighted not only the gravity of the circumstances, but also the deep connection between the two figures during such a tumultuous time. Johnson's decision to ensure Jackie was on board reflected his understanding of the emotional weight of the moment. As they both faced the heartbreaking aftermath of a national tragedy, their journey together symbolized the fragile transition of power and the strength of human connection amidst crisis. Can you imagine what that flight must have been like? What if I told you New Zealand is a global testing ground? This beautiful island nation is often selected by companies to test new products, thanks to its unique geographical features and diverse population. New Zealand's isolation makes it an ideal place to introduce innovations without major impact if something goes wrong. This remoteness allows for a controlled environment where companies can observe consumer reactions before launching worldwide. Furthermore, the country's multicultural society means that brands can gather feedback from a broad array of ethnically diverse groups, reflecting more global tastes. With many English-speaking residents, international companies can communicate easily, making it simpler to understand their target market. This combination of geographic isolation and cultural diversity truly makes New Zealand a hotspot for product testing. Why do you think companies are drawn to such a far-off location? Did you know about the €0 banknote craze? This unique souvenir, issued by the European Union, has become a favorite among tourists and collectors alike. While it holds no actual monetary value, The €0 banknote is beautifully designed with security features similar to real currency, making it both intricate and fascinating. Each note showcases stunning images of iconic monuments and historical events, such as the Eiffel Tower in France or the Brandenburg Gate in Germany. These artistic representations not only capture the essence of European culture, but also make the banknotes perfect keepsakes from your travels. As people collect them, they often share stories about their travels, adding sentimental value to these interesting pieces of paper. The €0 banknote connects people, reminding them of cherished moments spent exploring Europe. Plus, its quirky nature sparks curiosity and conversations among friends and family. So whether you're a coin enthusiast or just love collecting mementos, these charming banknotes are definitely worth adding to your collection. Believe it or not, the Roman Empire was massive. At its height, this incredible civilization boasted a population exceeding 90 million people. This represented a significant portion of the world's population back then, as it stretched across 3 continents: Europe, Africa, and Asia. Imagine cities filled with bustling marketplaces, grand buildings, and vibrant culture. The Roman Empire reached far and wide, from the chilly shores of Britain to the sun-soaked sands of North Africa and the rich landscapes of the Middle East. Roman roads connected these vast territories, enabling efficient trade and military movement. Iconic cities like Rome, Carthage, and Alexandria flourished as centers of power and knowledge. The diversity of cultures and traditions within the empire contributed to its dynamic character, blending influences from various regions. As the empire expanded, it also encountered challenges, including managing such a large population and diverse groups of people. It's fascinating to think about how this ancient civilization laid the groundwork for modern societies. What can we learn from its rise and fall today? Did you know synchronized swimmers use gelatin in their hair? Many people might picture beautiful flowing routines when they think of synchronized swimming, but they might be surprised to learn that athletes get a little help from an unusual source: gelatin. This sticky substance is applied to their hairstyles to ensure that every lock stays perfectly in place during their impressive water performances. During competitions, swimmers perform intricate movements like flips and formations, so it's crucial for them to maintain a polished look. The gelatin helps secure their hairstyles against the splashes and high-energy routines, so they don't have to worry about looking disheveled while dazzling the judges. With so much focus on timing and coordination, the last thing they want to think about is their hair. Besides providing stability, it also adds an element of glossiness, making their appearance even more striking. As the swimmers glide through the water, their hair becomes a part of their artistic expression. Who knew something as simple as gelatin could play such an important role in this graceful sport? You won't believe Eliana's incredible success story. Eliana Ortega, an Ecuadorian immigrant in New York, made a remarkable life for herself after arriving in a new country with no job and no English skills. Instead of feeling defeated, she took a unique path by specializing in lice removal, carving out a niche that others overlooked. Her approach was fresh and practical. Personalized treatment plans combined with a comforting touch for her clients. As she built her reputation, word spread quickly, leading to a booming business that catered to families needing help with lice. Not only did Eliana's determination and creativity shine through, but her success also highlighted her resilience and adaptability in the face of challenges. She transformed a simple service into a thriving enterprise, showing that when you embrace your unique strengths and connect with your community, anything is possible. Her story serves as an inspiring reminder that determination often leads to unexpected triumphs. How can we find our own niches in life, just like Eliana? You might be surprised by ice's quirky behavior. When water freezes into ice cubes, it undergoes a surprising transformation. Unlike most substances that contract when they cool down, water expands by about 9% as it turns into ice. This unique property happens because of the way water molecules arrange themselves. In liquid form, molecules are closer together, but when they freeze, they settle into a more spacious structure. This is why ice floats on water. This expansion also has significant implications in nature. For instance, it allows ponds and lakes to freeze from the top down, creating an insulating layer that protects aquatic life below. So next time you make ice cubes for your drink, remember that those frozen gems are not just chilling, they're showcasing one of the fascinating quirks of science. Discover the mystery of Italy's crumbling, dying city. Situated atop a steep cliff, Civita di Bagnoregio captivates visitors with its stunning views and medieval charm. Once bustling with life, this unique village is now known as the Dying City due to its fragile clay soil that continues to erode, threatening its existence. Only 8 brave inhabitants call this place home, clinging to their heritage amidst the ruins. Accessed solely by a long bridge, Civita offers a glimpse into the past with its winding streets and historic architecture. While it faces an uncertain future, efforts are underway to preserve its beauty and history. Tourists flock to this ghost town, drawn by its enchanting atmosphere and the dramatic landscape that surrounds it. As nature continues to reclaim this remarkable site, the question remains, can systematic preservation save Civita from disappearing forever? You'll be amazed by ancient engineering secrets. The Temple of Baalbek in Lebanon is not just a breathtaking sight, but also home to some of the largest stones ever used in construction. Imagine stones weighing over 1,000 tons, carefully positioned to form this monumental temple complex. What's remarkable is that experts still don't fully understand how ancient builders moved and placed these colossal blocks. This has sparked wild theories about advanced techniques that may have been lost to time. Was there a unique method for transporting these giants across difficult terrains? Did they use simple tools, or were there ingenious machines? Each stone left behind not only hints at the architectural prowess of ancient civilizations, but also invites us to question the limits of human ingenuity. As we study Baalbek, we delve into an era rich with mysteries and possibilities, raising our curiosity about what other secrets the past may hold. Did you know that Michael Jordan left the NBA for baseball? In 1993, the basketball legend made a surprising decision to retire from the NBA, and it wasn't because of the gambling rumors that circulated at the time. In fact, the real reason was much more personal and heartfelt. Jordan was devastated by the tragic death of his father, who had always encouraged him to follow his dreams. This loss deeply affected him, leading him to step away from basketball, a sport he had dominated, to honor his father's memory. Additionally, Jordan had a long-time childhood aspiration to play professional baseball. He signed with the Chicago White Sox and even spent time in their minor league system. Although his baseball venture wasn't as successful as his basketball career, it showcased his determination to challenge himself and pursue his dreams. Did you know spiders are always nearby? It might surprise you to learn that no matter where you are, you're never more than 10 feet away from a spider. These incredible creatures are everywhere, lurking in corners and crevices, often out of sight. With around 40,000 known species, spiders can be found in almost every habitat on Earth, from forests to deserts to your very own home. They play a crucial role in our ecosystem by controlling insect populations, making them nature's pest controllers. Most spiders are harmless and beneficial, even if some can send a shiver down your spine. Interestingly, you might not even see them because many keep to dark or concealed areas. Their ability to remain hidden allows them to catch prey effectively. So next time you feel a little tickle or spot a web in the corner, remember that these fascinating creatures are all around us, quietly going about their business. How cool is it to think about all the spiders living close by, even if we can't see them? Is it really true that Indonesia has blue flames? The Ijen volcano, located in Java, Indonesia, is famous for its mesmerizing blue flames that light up the night sky. This striking phenomenon occurs due to the combustion of sulfuric gases that leak from the volcano. When the gases escape, they ignite spontaneously, creating bright blue flames that can reach heights of up to 5 meters, about 16 feet. It's a sight that captivates both scientists and tourists alike, making Ijen a popular destination for adventure seekers and nature lovers. The best time to witness this incredible spectacle is during the night when the dark surroundings provide a perfect backdrop for the glowing flames. As you climb the volcano, you get to experience the unique smell of sulfur and the thrill of being so close to nature's fiery display. Ijen's beauty goes beyond its blue flames, as the surrounding landscape features stunning crater lakes and lush forests. This truly remarkable site not only showcases the power of nature, but also serves as a reminder of Earth's volcanic activity. So are you ready to explore this natural wonder? Did you know that 35,000 hectares grow peas in the UK? The UK is a hub for pea cultivation, with farmers dedicating vast amounts of land each year to these nutritious legumes. Peas, known for their vibrant green color and sweet taste, are not just delicious but also packed with protein, fiber, and essential vitamins. They thrive in the cool, temperate climate of the UK, making it an ideal location for their growth. Both garden peas and field peas are cultivated, with the latter often used in animal feed or processed for human consumption. This extensive farming practice supports local economies and contributes to sustainable agriculture. But why are peas so popular among farmers? Their short growing season and ability to enrich the soil with nitrogen make them an excellent choice in crop rotation. So next time you enjoy a delicious pea dish, remember the impressive scale of pea farming happening right in the UK. Most people don't know this, but Shrek was a woolly legend. In 1997, this adventurous 17-year-old sheep decided to evade the annual shearing by hiding away in a cave. For 7 whole years, Shrek lived undisturbed, roaming the hills and munching on grass, while his wool grew out of control. By the time he was discovered in 2004, he had accumulated a jaw-dropping 60 pounds of wool, which is enough material to create around 20 complete suits. His fluffy appearance made headlines worldwide, and he became a symbol of resilience and individuality. Shrek's story not only highlights the unique life of one sheep, but also raises awareness about animal care and the importance of regular grooming for domesticated animals. So what do you think about this extraordinary woolly escape artist?